Hello everyone, my name is Retroden and today I thought of another topic I decided I wanted to come here to the channel and discuss with you all. So yesterday I was recording footage for another video for this game I wanted to play and review, which was called Dread Templar, and I wanted to make a video on it that I was going to title the best FPS game I played after Doom Eternal, because the game really interested me and I started going through it and actually enjoying it. But then halfway through something happened that usually has happened with me with most FPS games, which is it basically just bored me out really quickly out of nowhere. And it got me wondering, am I bored of FPS games? Or do I just not like the genre anymore? And then I started thinking, what are the things that don't appeal to me anymore in games? Which mostly are the lack of a story, lack of progression systems, or other elements that don't make the game that repetitive. So I decided to dig into my Steam library to investigate what games I've been playing and if there are any FPSs inside there, and I discovered that I only have 2 FPS games installed, being one of them Dread Templar, the game I was trying to review, and the other one Gunfire Reborn, which is a quick hop in hop out game that I usually play only for 30 to 40 minutes at a time. And then I was wondering, what were the last FPS games that I played that I really enjoyed? And there were 3 specifically that came to mind instantly when it comes to FPS games, which were Doom Eternal, Metro, and Halo Reach. And all those games, despite being very different, have something in common, which is a deep and rich story which makes the game even better and not bland as a generic FPS. And although I liked all of them, when I think back on them fondly, I never reminisce of the FPS mechanics, because when it comes to the general feeling of the game, the FPS part of it was awkwardly the part I cared the least about. I noticed that when picking up games to play nowadays, I tend to be more inclined to play games that have more systems in genres like RPGs or JRPGs, and if I'm going into an FPS, I only play it if it is like paired with another genre like an FPS RPG or an FPS roguelike, just like the example Gunfire Reborn I previously mentioned. And of course, if you go into my Steam profile, you might find out that I have like 500 hours on Apex Legends or 300 hours in CS2, but that doesn't mean I'm hypocritical, since I'm not that foreign to the idea of picking up an FPS game from time to time to hop in and play with the friends for like 1 to 2 hours. But when it comes to the single player side of things, I've noticed that there isn't a single FPS game that I'm actually interested in that's going to come out in the near future. And to be honest, I don't even know of any that will come out. But going back to Dread Templar, I don't want you guys to think in any way, shape or form that this game is a bad game. It has some really interesting concepts and cool weapons, but I think having cool concepts and cool weapons really just doesn't do it for me anymore. And it might be because boomer shooters are also not my thing, because I don't enjoy mindless shooting around and movement shooters, a good type of game anymore, just because the market is so oversaturated and there are already so many good choices that we don't need more games in this genre. And to consolidate my thoughts, I really don't think I am tired of the FPS genre in general, but if it is a random FPS, I'm probably not that invested in it, and I'm only going to be interested in FPSs if they're tied to franchises that I've already known or played in the past. When it comes to online shooters, well, that's another question in of itself, because there comes the question and talks of skill, which I'm also lacking because I haven't played online shooters in a long time. The last one I played was Apex, and that was some time ago now. But I'm not really interested in playing any online shooters, disregarding any qualities they might have. Despite all that, I think FPS games can still be pretty great if you tie in with some RPG elements, and there are definitely good games out there for FPS fans or die-hard FPS fans that just want something to shoot at, but nowadays I find that it's not really the thing for me. But I'm always open to your opinions. This is not a tried and true video. My opinion is my own and not yours, so I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. But other than that, this has been Retroden, and I'm out.